Well, hi guys, hopefully this finds you very well. My name's Paul, this is Plan Z, and you can't see me, but you can see the bit of the gear here, but you should be able to see three different guitars in this space in a little minute. And what I want to do is sound check three guitars from three different decades, really. We've got my Les Paul Studio, USA made from 1991, been with me for 30 years. Or been with me since, or bought it new. We've got a Revstar, what is it, rsp20cr. You give us a lot to remember there. The Japanese-made Revstar, got one second-hand last year for my 50th birthday, proper treat. It sounds very, very close to a Les Paul. We're going to hear in this session how close it sounds, but it doesn't have the same tone control or sustain, if I'm honest. So much so that I'm even thinking of swapping out the pickups for a pair, the same as my Studio, so I've got a backup guitar. But we'll see how we get on with that decision over the next year. And we've also got from 2020 a Casino from Epiphone, which is a very different, but I thought, you know what, since I'm shooting out my two humbuckers, we may as well have a third in here so we can kind of hear what those differences might be. Now, I've got an RC600 on the floor, and we're going to be using that to take the loop, so we've got better sound quality than we have on the RC505 that's slightly out of shot. Let's grab the Les Paul. Now, this has had a neck break about 20 years ago, and with the last stretch of heat that we had here in the UK, the top of the neck just twisted ever so slightly, so it gives me a bit of problem down here. So I'm hoping my guitar can be rescued in a couple of weeks' time, but I can still work with it. It's just not perfect. But it's not perfect, and I'm not perfect, and me and this guitar have been through so much together. It's unbelievable. Yeah, I was told in therapy that I've lived 5 lifetimes, as in the experiences of most people don't have in one lifetime. I've had 5, and this guitar, I feel, has been through the same, albeit I'm not technically proficient. I'm a hobbyist. Used to be kind of semi-pro as a kid. Now, let's shut up waffling. Let's bring up our pots. Let's get to... So I'm bypassing the loopers now. It's my neck pickup. Both pickups. Back pickup. I like to have my back pickup just pulled back a touch. I'm just going to pull back the neck a touch. Let's grab the Revstar. Now I'm going to use the same cable, the same input, the same amp. So let me just put myself on mute for a moment. Now I'm a little bit awkward with my changeovers because I've got a bit of a spine injury, and yeah, I have to be careful with how I move, or I trigger quite a lot of pain. Now let's just unmute ourselves. Come up, neck pickup full. So this is the Yamaha Revstar. The lighting's not brilliant in here. From 2016, the Japanese made one. I don't know if that got a bit better light. It's quite dark in this room, and I have like an antique lighting in here. So here we are, full neck pickup. It feels just a bit fatter in the lows. Let's go both. Sounds lovely. Let's go to the back. Nice. So let's go back to the neck. We've got a push-pull pot on here, so we've only got 2 controls, but we get 3. So we've got a volume control that controls both the pickups. We've got a tone control that controls both the pickups, and it's got quite a wide sweep there. But this is also a push-pull. So, and what it does is it doesn't split your coils or anything like that. It just changes the shape of the EQ curve of the output of the pickups. So it just kind of revoices them. So with it pushed in, normal, it's like this. We get like a full-bodied single cut tone. Pull it out, and it's brighter. We've lost some of those lows. Let's go to, what we'll do is let's just drive the amp. So just turn the gain up on the amp. Let's just pull that pot. So what I'm going to do to start with, I think, is I'm going to go to the both pickup position. I'm going to have all the gain and tone up. And I'm going to go to a patch where I've got stereo amps. I'm going to go to the right amp. What I'll do here is both pickups, using a slightly more percussive tone. I'll take the first loop. Let's get a beat. And then I'll switch to the other guitar after taking a couple of loops. Sorry, I'm thinking about talking to you. I need to let you know that I'm not putting any effects on, no compressors, just the amp, EQ, a little bit of verb, okay? So, let's go. Gonna go to the other side, go to the neck. Take the second loop. Okay, just going to grab the Les Paul, let that play for a moment. What I'm going to do is, if these sound quite similar, I'm going to have a proper full jam with some effects after doing this little shootout. Let's go now to the same position, and I'm going to put my pickups as I would normally put them. Now I know it's going to be different to the Revstar because this is hotter. So my back pickup is coming back a touch on the tone and the gain, but I'm going to keep the neck pickup up full, tone pot full. Going to the other side, going to the neck pickup. So apart from playing discrepancies, we've now got 2 loops using the same amps, using the 2 guitars. At the end of the next round, they're going to switch. And let it play one more round. Paul feels like it's just a bit punchier there, even with this kind of lower gain sound. I can feel the difference in the highs, less lows, or about the same lows, but just punchier in the mids and highs. The end of the round, that's going to stop. Let's to the neck and the other side. Okay, now I've got those three. I'm going to change to the Revstar. So that's the Les Paul. What I might do, hang on a second. So I started with one of them. See if you can guess which one. I'll tell you in a little minute which is which. Okay, I started out with the Revstar, went to the casino, then back to the Revstar, then the Les Paul. In the room I can hear a very subtle difference between the Les Paul and the Revstar, but in a jam I think I'm going to feel the difference with the sustain. So what I want to do now, because this Revstar's been sitting boxed up and I've kind of just did a little bit of work on it, got it ready to play, and I want to try using it now. So why don't we try doing that? I'm just going to get rid of my loops. And I think what we'll do, we'll start with the Revstar. Sorry about that, tad awkward. So I'm going to have a little jam, try and build up a couple of different atmospheres. It's not like an arrangement or a song. It's a jam that I've been working with while I kind of sound check amps and get things up and running for my production. I'm a live looper and I'm just working on guitars at the moment. I will be now kind of going to bass in a few weeks and acoustic guitars and drums and things like that. But I want to get these tones up and running. What we're going to do is we're going to start out with a low gain. We're going to up our verb. Oh, I keep doing that. Remember the manual mode, you donut. Going to put on the synth. I've got an SY300 attached to my GT1000. I only send it a dry signal and then it goes off to the mixer separately. I've also got an HX effects here. adding a little bit of extra verbs. So I want to build things up gradually. I'm going to go to a stereo patch now. I'm going to stick on, I think I'm going to stick on a fuzz. Myself lined up. Okay, here we go. Okay. Let's go to the other ear, take off that fuzz, take off the delays. Maybe put boost on, go into both pickups. Okay, I'm going to stay in the same patch, go to a low gain, leave the compressor on, go to a fuzz again. Now compared to last jams, my guitar sound should be better. I've been working on my two notes. We're hearing two notes in this session. And I've just been tweaking the EQ there and the power amp. Much happier with the tones I'm getting. What we're going to do now is come out of there, go to a driven patch. Going to take this loop on the 5x5. Going to go to my main patch now. Stick on a high gain. Boost it. Okay. Let's just go driven. It's a medium gain, high gain with the gain on around 90. I'm going to come in back pickup. Everything's on full. Let me just check. Okay, 3, 4. Tube Screamer. pull back my pickup a bit, but compress it. Three, four. Going to high gain now. Yep. Oh, whoa, you can really feel the difference. Putting my gain pot back to 7. That's the end of that session there. I really enjoyed both of them. You could definitely feel the Les Paul is pokier, but they kind of get me to a similar place. And even though my solos don't have the same oomph that the Les Paul has, it really does. I love, you know, those 490T, 498R, or whichever way around it is, in the Les Paul Studio, that's also used in some of the customs, is a totally underrated pickup in my... I've loved it all my life, but you know, really impressed with where that Revstar got me to. A slightly different place, and I really enjoyed it. So I think I'm going to have fun with that Revstar while the Les Paul's away in a couple of weeks. And in the meantime, we can get to cracking on more of these amps. Let's dial in more of these amps now. I'll catch you later. Hopefully you enjoyed the session. Bye-bye.